Boom Kareem Kabam guys, this is Games Techno back with another freaking video, and this again is a gaming news video. So without any further ado or whatever it is, let's freaking kick it off. The first, okay, let me just have a deep breath. Okay, so the first story of the day is Amnesia Rebirth, a new Amnesia game releasing next month, that is in October. So the trailer of the game is already out, that is the reveal trailer that basically released today, the trailer that is. So I'm drop a link down in the description for the trailer if you want to check that out. The release date of Amnesia Rebirth, the new Amnesia game, is October 20th. This game is going to follow the supernatural journey through the Algerian desert, and the protagonist is going to be a girl named Tassi Trainen. Hopefully I pronounced it right. So basically the game will take place in an Algerian desert, and from Frictional Games past, that is the developer of this game, we have seen Amnesia the Dark Descent from them and Soma. I am quite excited for this freaking title. Now, this game takes place after 100 years of Amnesia the Dark Descent. So story-wise, not very many things are gonna be linked between the two games, so it's a completely new kind of experience. Now, this game is said to be a longer form story, that builds up its horror over time instead of just concentrating on, moment to moment gameplay. Like, they will give you a longer freaking story. That's basically what they're trying to say here. Now, the game, as the developers state, is going to be structurally similar to Amnesia the Dark Descent, but storytelling wise, the game will be similar to Soma. Both of these titles being the, previous games from Frictional Games, the developer of Amnesia, basically. So I'm quite positive about this game, and I am quite sure that they're gonna, make a good freaking game. So, it's pretty much going to be a hybrid of Amnesia and Soma, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion, though. So, let's move on to our number 2 story, which is a pretty exciting one for all of you mobile gamers out there. COD Warzone coming to mobile phones. Now, this is not like an official announcement or anything, but job listings have been put out for the post of executive producer for a new mobile game by Activision themselves. And supposedly the code name of the game is WZM. Now, what does it stand for? Surprise, surprise. A pretty basic thing, WZM, Warzone Mobile. So that's what people are decoding it to be. Activision have themselves stated that COD Mobile and COD Warzone have been huge successes that they've put out. So COD Mobile being a mobile game and Warzone being a console and computer game. So why not freaking match them up or hybrid them up, just like Amnesia and freaking Soma. So I think they are cooking it. They're gonna make a Call of Duty Warzone for the mobile. Now, they've also posted some requirements for the post if you are interested. I don't know if you will be. I'll put the link in the description to all the requirements they asked for the article that I read on pcgamer. So the third story, this day is like filled with freaking good news, man. Rocket League, the third story of the day comes from Rocket League, and Rocket League is going free to play on EGS. Wow. Rocket League is a pretty funky game. I've played it, like, wow. I own it already, but I don't feel bad, It's just an awesome freaking game. It's going to be awesome when, more people are gonna get their hands on this freaking awesome title. So the game basically is going to be moving to, I suppose it's gonna be no more available on Steam. It's moving to EGS, Epic Game Store, that is, on September 23rd. So from September 23rd, you can enjoy the game for free on EGS. Now, before that, an update is also coming to, Rocket League that will enable cross-platform progression to the game, and that update is arriving today, 9:30 p.m. IST, and of course Google o'clock in your country. A bunch of other stuff is also coming up with today's update, including legacy status items and support a creator program. I mean, from the legacy status items, these are going to be the items that, people that own the game already, just like me, are going to get, these items in their game because they own the game or purchased the game when it was not a free to play game. So they're kind of getting some, rewards, the players, that is. Pretty good move by the developers. And they're also introducing a creator program in the game Rocket League, which will be helpful to the creators out there. I mean, they will basically provide codes and you can use them in the Rocket League shop and the creator will get a kickback. So that system is getting introduced in the freaking game. Now, another freaking awesome thing that EGS is doing, if you pick the game that is Rocket League in the first month, of its release on Epic Game Store, you're gonna get a freaking $10 discount coupon. I mean, are you freaking kidding me, bro? Epic Game Store is just freaking insane. So from on your next purchase, basically on EGS, you can knock $10 off straight up. If you grab this free game. Oh man, like freaking EGS is nuts, bro. It's freaking nuts. So basically, the game's gonna be free and a new update is arriving. That's all for the third news. And fourth and the final story of the day is Watch Dogs Legion's official system requirements are out. Awesome stuff. A wide variety of system requirements actually have been provided by Ubisoft themselves. Let's just freaking check them out. Let me just, quickly go through them. Okay, so first up we've got 1080p low settings, though no frame rate is specified, so I suppose 3060, I don't know what is this resolution going to be targeting, but 1080p low settings. CPU side, you've got i5 4460 or an AMD Ryzen 5 1400. I mean, it's pretty freaking odd, like i5 4th gen and then Ryzen 5 1400. There are quite a bit of, different kind of processors, but whatever the case, maybe that is what they've stated. And then the GPU side of things, we've got Nvidia GTX 960, or in the modern terms, you can say, 1050 Ti or something along those lines. And for AMD, we've got Radeon R9 290X. Pretty funky stuff. On the RAM side of things, we've got 8 gigabytes of requirement, which is not a humongous amount. As you know, that games are going to be using more and more RAM. I mean, we're in 2020, boys. I have already got 16 gigs, so that's something. Then they've given, 1080p high settings requirements and every sort of requirements, but I've told you the 1080p low settings requirements, though I'm gonna put all the requirements in the description down below so that you can check them out. So they've given 1080p high settings requirements, 1440p high settings requirements, 4K ultra settings requirements, and then ray tracing on 1080p high settings requirements. I mean, it's literally what they've given. They've given so many freaking requirements. And then the last but not the least, of course, ray tracing on 4K plus ultra settings requirements. Now I've read the 1080p low settings requirements and I'm also gonna read the 4K ultra ray tracing on requirements, cause I can't read them all. Like, the video is gonna be like freaking half an hour long, bro. So the CPU side of things, we've got i7-9700K, which is a pretty beefy boy, and AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, again a pretty modern CPU. And GPU, who else than your boy RTX 2080 Ti, 4K ultra settings, baby, ray tracing turned on. 16 gigs of RAM, dual channel setup they've specified. And then of course I forgot to tell about the storage space. It's like 45 gigabytes plus 20 gigabytes if you want the HD texture pack. That is something. Now that was all for the requirements. I've kind of read them. I've read 2 of them and I'm gonna leave all of the other ones in the description or the link to the article basically. And then also there are other things like, the game will support multi-monitor setup, DLSS 2.0, the NVIDIA technology that they've freaking introduced. to the games, and of course the game's release date is October 28th. I'm personally not very interested in Watch Dogs Legion, but whatever the case may be, is going to be a big game for the year. I don't know though. Cyberpunk is freaking coming. And that was all for today's video, guys. Bye bye.